today we're going to talk about these industrial robots. So all the robots you are seeing here, those are industrial robots. You will be working in the industry, especially in the manufacturing industry. This kind of robot you will be seeing. They are like heavy machineries, like if you want to do any heavy activities. For example, lifting sandbag of 50 kgs or welding, doing soldering in high heat. Those kind of work which is difficult for human to do, you will be using these robots. Now the programming of this robot is a bit challenging. They are very expensive. Some of the robots here you are seeing are like more than 100K. So if we do anything wrong, then we are on our own. And another thing is, operating this robot is very safe when you control the risk. If you cannot control the risk, it is like deadly. It can just kill you, as simple as it is. We deal with the high voltage, high pressure components here. So this is called six axis robot. There are 6 different axes using which you can operate this robot. Remember that. Now, you guys don't have detailed knowledge and background about this, so I will just show you how to operate this now, right? Like the basic operation of the robot. But if you want to do specific work, you have to program the robot. The basic operation I'm going to show, we call it jogging, which means moving different arms, axes. So how we start? First, this is our robot, and this is our controller. You can see. So here you can see there are 4 switches. This one is actually our emergency shutdown button, the red one. Anything happens, you just press that. You have another emergency stop here as well. So this is called flex pendant, or I call it remote. Okay, so you hold it like this. You have a switch here, which is called dead man switch. So the robot will remain active as long as you press this button. So I will show you that how to operate that. So you hold this in your left hand like this. You can hold it any hand, it's up to you, but I prefer this one. So what we do, we turn on the robot, you can see. So, and there are some functionalities here as well. There are different switches. This is stuff, the setting is stuff, we don't do that. The ABB people, they do it. You can see here, you just turn on, move it to turn on. Yeah, you can see that, and also you can see for teaching mode, we always keep it this way. But for regular operation, you can move it here, because here in the lab, safety is our first concern, right? For any accident. When you turn that on, you will see that the robot is turning, like the flex pendant is turning on here. Also, you can program the robot using the computer. The software called Robot Studio by ABB. You can use that as well. So everything to program, operate these robots, all of these robots actually can be done by just using this thing. In the industry, not necessarily you have to use this thing all the time, because in the industry, you program this robot and it will do the job for the rest of the life actually, many times, right? So you can see it's starting here. This is the joystick, this is the emergency button. Anything happens, just press it. And this is dead man switch, this is the key button here. And using this thing, you can edit programs. And the program you need, like the program you have to write there, is a bit different than C programming and other stuff. So, just you can see this, right?
Is pneumatically controlled?
Both electric and pneumatic, both. It's electro-pneumatic. There are different actuator and sensors here. For those, you need pneumatic sensors and pneumatic activities, pneumatic components.
What's the advantage of having this over a hydraulic car?
Yeah. What's the advantage?
What's the advantage of it over a
Well,
hydraulic system?
well, there's application specific. Pneumatic, well, it depends on the application, but from my understanding, it is a bit safer and the maintenance is lower. I can say that. I'm not saying that hydraulic is bad, but it depends on the application. In the industry, based on the survey and their performance, they are proved to be the best. That's what I'm saying. But again, I'm not saying the hydraulic is like bad, that's why we don't use it. These are the advanced machine. They have proved them, they are better in heavy manufacturing industries. For example, if you talk about Tesla factory, Toyota factory, those factories that extensively use this robot. And I forgot to tell you one thing. We have the ABB robot. You can see everything is ABB here, right? You can see that. But there are another company, Fanuc, Kuka. Those are the other brands. ABB, they're expensive. They're European company. In some cases, Fanuc and other brands are a bit cheaper. Sometimes. So here you can see the interface. So what we're gonna do here is the ABB, and then we're gonna do now jogging, just jogging, because we are not writing any program. But you can write, do anything. You have all options here. If you want to write the program, modify the program, you have like program data, program editor. You have everything here. You can do. You can write the program here, and the robot will follow your instructions. So what we're gonna do here, we will select jogging. Okay, sorry. So we will select jogging here, right? And here you can see motion mode, right? There are different options you can modify. You select motion mode. See, these are the some options using which you can rotate the arms or robots. The first one. So this is, as I said, this is our 6-axis robot, 6 top, 6 degree of freedom. Using, like there are 6 different ways you can move the robot. That's why we call 6 top. 6 top is the most common industrial robot actually in the industry. You will see there are 4 top robot as well, 3 top robot as well. Degree of freedom. Top means degree of freedom. So for example, if you select axis 1, 2, 3, how it works? Let's see that. So first thing, you hold this, you press the button softly. Did you hear a sound?
Yeah.
Which means the robot is activated. Right? Now you move this joystick. See, we are working on 1, 2, 3. Which part is moving? The base is moving. You can see that? The base is moving. You move it here. The robot is moving from the base part. Like the bottom part is not moving. And then you rotate it. Now the top part is moving. You can see? So, left, right, up, down. Oh, I release the deadman switch. Again, I have to push it softly. And if you rotate it, you can rotate it as well. Rotate the joystick as well. So there are many options. That's the one part. Always, as soon as you are done, release the switch. You avoid the incidents. Second thing, 4 to 6 axis. Right? Select again, same thing. Push the button softly. Now you hear the sound. Now move it. Can you see what's happening? So this is how we can precisely do our job. See? Now the base is not moving. Your arms is only moving. You can see that. And also you can rotate the joystick as well. That's one thing. Then the second thing is linear operation. It's nothing special. See what is moving now. Can you see that? Multiple stuff are moving now.
It's keeping the
Yeah.
claws in the same
Yes.
plane as everything
Linear
else.
direction. That's what we are calling. Back. Then we select the last option. Reorient. Alright. Every piece you can move, rotate. It depends on your skill. You practice it. You will sharpen your skill. Then to play with this thing is like playing video games. So now, what we just did, it's called jogging. This is not the reason for which we just buy this equipment, right? The reason is it will do the job by itself. You will train it, then it will do the job by itself, right? That's what we do by editing program, by writing program. You write the program, give the instruction based on those axis and rotation I showed you. You will give them different angles, then distance. Then, for example, if you want to do the welding, your welding machine is here, but you want to weld this thing. So you just give the angles and stuff here based on the axis. It will do the job automatically until it dies. As simple as it is. You just train it once, it will just do the repetitive work. Right? So this is just a basic operation of jogging. As I said, you can do pretty much anything you want to. Now, you will be giving it a try. You will see how it works. I will explain more about this thing later, like how we can use this in our biomedical field. Right, I will explain that. But for now, you see this robot, play with the stuff and be very, very careful, like you are not hitting anything. That's it. So, yeah, that's it. So Adam